It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Pats and the Dolphins on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. If you got to fight against that, they've got to come out ready to play.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, you're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the side.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a 1st down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. Broken tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. running the counter with Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Off of play action. Tagovailoa dancing to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, there's something that goes back to the early years of his career. Remember, he had 3 touchdowns in each of his first couple of seasons. None last year as they've tried to dial back his running, especially down close to the goal line.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Stevenson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Jones now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On the move to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. Still fighting for more. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stevenson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive. And
the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, he stays up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jones. His throw incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
To throw is Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. They got his man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Dolphins, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.